Hello Mzansi, you are listening to Farmers Inside Track, proudly brought to you by Food for Mzansi. Officially, this is the world's best podcast for 2024, as awarded by WAN IFRA, the global organization for the world's press. I am your host, Patricia Tembo. Welcome to episode 447. Today we're discussing agro-processing, particularly goat milk. This episode is said to be informative as we welcome Selinah Ntjana, a goat farmer who has successfully diversified her business and produces handmade beauty products made from goat milk.
Welcome to Farmers Inside Track. It's a pleasure to have you on the podcast. Give us a brief idea of yourself.
A mother of 5 children, a wife, and also an author that writes stories for children, teaching them about the importance of agriculture as well and goat type breed. We also do some skin products from using a goat milk.
That's amazing. I see you juggle a lot of things and it's very inspiring. You're speaking about the goat skincare products that you make from the goat milk. Tell us how that started and how you got into goat farming.
That's a wonderful journey as well, because as a goat farmer, because remember we're breeding with Buddha goat, we're selling it for meat. We're not having the Selinah goat, which is a goat that's being sold for milk. So it was a very good experiment because through the journey of farming, I've realized that I have to do a little bit of research in goat milk, the benefit of goat milk as well. And also we had a challenge with my family with some skin issues. My kids have a severe eczema and we were going from dermatologist to another. And remember the prescription, we buy time and again, and they were so expensive up until I sit down and realize the benefit of goat milk. So that's where the production of goat milk or the skincare came about.
That's a very beautiful way of, going into producing goat milk production. And I believe that it's helping and it's helped with the eczema, yes?
Yes, 100%. It's very healthy. It has a lot of minerals, also lactic acid that exfoliates the skin from the dead skin. So it's very good and natural.
Before you get into using the goat milk, of course, you need the goat. Tell us a little bit more about the goat farming itself and how that may have started.
Goat farming is very exciting. Remember, they're energetic. They are running all around and they are good. It's something that we do part-time, but then we have people who are assisting us at the farm. And then we learn more about the goat management itself and the healthy of their meat as well. And also for business, we merge into a lot of things, knowing about the auctioning part. What is it that we need to expand as a good farmers as well? That's how we mingle during the good farming. So we learn almost every day on the field.
So in agriculture, they speak of diversifying, and I see that's something you've already implemented into your farming business. And how has that improved? Because at first, of course, you started off with goats, and now you're able to sell products from that as well.
It's been good, like I've said, when you are in goat farming, like I've said that I've learned a lot. I did a lot of research. Because from goat farming, you learn that there is a milk for goat and then you want to do a research on their milk. Then after doing a research on the milk, that's where I've seen that why can't I write a book where it will tell a story to the children reading about different type of goat breed and also the management of goat and what we get out of goat so that the kids can understand more about these species. So we also do the programs. We run programs for children whereby we teach them how to do goat milk lip balm for their own so that they can know and learn to be some young entrepreneurs, young as they are.
That's really amazing. And I see that besides the milk products or the products that you are producing from the milk, you mentioned the book, and that's sharing information to children. And I think that's just a very important work you're doing. Very impressive. And going into the skin products that you actually are making, can you walk us through the process of that?
Our daily process, because we don't do the production daily, like I mentioned that I'm a full-time employee. So we only do our production on demand. We're still new on the business. We work on the demand part. So our processes, is preservatives and the fragrances that we use, the packaging, the labeling, the quality control, as well as doing the mixing, the cooling down of the production as well. But then I can walk you through that. Firstly, we have the formulation, which we do research and development, which is the formulating skincare product based on the desire of the outcomes. When we're doing the skin product, we do different types of things. Some they do the anti-aging, some they do the lotions, some they do the moisturizers. So this will involve selecting additional ingredients such as essential oils and butters, especially for us. Also do some testing whereby we test formulation in a small batches to evaluate the texture and the stability and the effectiveness of the product itself. And we do the mixing. When we do the mixing of our skin product, we have the base creation, which we combine goat milk and other ingredients such as oils, butters, waxes, depending on the product type that we use. Because remember, we have the lip balm, we have the bathing salt, we have a little bit range of our skin product. Then we do also emulsification. This is when we make lotion or cream, and emulsifier is added to the mix of oil and water-based ingredients. Because remember, when we're doing the oils and the water, we have to put the emulsifier so that the lotion can be stable. And then we go to the heating processes. The heating processes is when we heat the mixture of gently while stirring on the blend the ingredients properly to ensure all the solids are fully dissolved. Here I'm talking about the beeswax, the hard butters that we're using to dissolve so that we can at least put it in the heater so that we can be able to mix it with water. The third one, it can be the cooling processes on the additives. So when we are done with the mixing and the heating and everything, we cool down the process. Preservatives for the long shelving, and also make sure that we don't have the microbiomes into our product. And then we have the packaging part where after everything we have done the product, we have packaged our product and make sure that we apply hygiene as well for contamination of our product. We also do the quality controls, and then we also do the storage. On the storage and distribution, we also show that the product must be stored under this kind of condition so that it can be fine and last longer. That's what we do on our production part before we can do the distribution.
For our farmers listening, how do you ensure healthy goats so that they can produce high quality milk? Can you explain that to us, please?
We're dealing with the Boer goat, which is good for milk. So we outsource our milk from reliable suppliers that supplies us with goat as and when we're going to use our milk for production. So how to keep the goat milk? We keep them safe because we buy and then we use it at the same time when we do the production process. So we don't have the Selinah goat whereby we go to the farm and milk the goat and then we use the milk for production there and then. No, we only source it out from our suppliers.
So you're outsourcing your milk. The supply chain, you know exactly where you're getting your milk, and that ensures the quality of your product.
We normally get it from our supplier who is reliable, also who has the certificate of COF certificate that we know that he's reliable and the milk is of quality, and also the hygiene part is there as well. That's why in future we're planning to have our own Selinah goat so that we can source the milk out of our own farm. So we've been doing research with the Selinah goat because especially the site of Limpopo is very hot. So we had a bit of a challenge with the Selinah goat because sometimes they get skin cancer, but then still we are busy with want to start with this kind of goat so that we can insource our own milk to do our own production than outsourcing because it's expensive as well.
So once you've received the milk, how do you prevent it from spoiling? What is the storage like for the milk once you've received it?
Remember, goat milk is very scarce. That is why you only find it to a certain retailers because it gets spoiled quickly. You put it in the fridge. They will put the expiring date just like any other milk. But what we do, we put it in the fridge for a day because normally we buy it for when we want to produce. So immediately the day that I buy it, then that's where I do my production. So I don't keep it anyway.
Can you tell us a bit more about the different products in your range? I know it's skincare, so it's lotion, we have soap. Can you just tell us a bit more about it?
We have the body lotion, of which it works wonderfully to nourish the skin for all skin type, which is natural and organic as well. We also have the bathing salt, which is a goat milk bathing salt that also assists with inflammatories. When you overworked, you are tired, you can use it for relaxing as well and dehydrations. And we also have the lip balm, which soothes the lips, and for cracked lips, it heals the cracked lips as well, and also protect the lips from the sun because it has vitamin E as well. We also have our glycerin bathing soap, goat milk bathing soap, which also assists also for all skin type, but then especially for sensitive skin. That's what we are using, and it works wonderfully.
Can you tell us more where we can purchase the product?
Our product, we normally sell it to individual, and also we are online with Direct, which is a platform like Take a Lot kind of. So we're selling online as well. But then those ones we also sell. We are in the process also for selling for pharmacies and other retailers. So we are busy with the SABS approval. So we already sent our things to the SABS. We're waiting for the certificate so that we can put them on the market like other big retailers. Yeah.
You need to register with the regulatory board for the products before selling them. Can you tell us more about that as well?
I'm in the agro-processing in Limpopo agro-processing group, whereby we have the certificates, we have the exams that we write with the SABS. So about the hygiene and the HACCP, of which I've acquired already. So that's why I'm selling the product, and they're natural and organic. So they don't have any effect to anyone. We also use the pH sticker to check the pH balance, also the safety of the product, of which is good.
I think people are looking into using more organic products on their skin. Maybe tell us about what ingredients exactly make the product good for the skin. And I think you said the lips as well, because the lip balm that you're selling. Can you just tell us what the ingredients are?
We're using the natural oils, natural butters, like kind of the shea butter, which a lot of people are using for the natural skin products, which is good for the skin barriers and also to moisturize the skin very well. Both whether, shea butters, we use it on the hair food and also the lip balm and also the lotion as well. So we use a lot of natural oils like the avocado oils and other oils that we're using in our product. But mostly is also the goat milk, which it has the best properties to improve also the product that we just made.
You're doing all of this and you are the founder of this business. I'm thinking for our entrepreneurs who are listening and people who are wanting to start, do you have any tips and advice, especially for women, because, it's Women's Month? Do you have any tips on how to start a business and, things that have carried you through to where you are now?
Yes, definitely. And I have something to say to our lovely women. I like to say that impossible is nothing or nothing is impossible. With passion driven is one thing that can make you go wherever you want to go and do whatever that you want to do. And through hard works as well, it pays off. And also as women, we must learn to hold each other's hand and also network and get more information, do research in whatever business that you want to do. That's what works for me. And as a woman, you must get out from the comfort zone. Like I've said, I'm a full-time employee, I'm a mother, and also an author, and I juggle all this thing, not because I'm a superwoman, but then because impossible is nothing. I told myself that I want to do it, and it's doable, and the power of tongue as well.
With agro-processing, where do you see yourself going? What are the future plans?
My future plan is very big. We have future plans. We have our business growing big, employing a lot of youth, especially youth. I'll stick on youth because we have a high unemployment rate. So that is why even now we're running these programs of going out there to the schools, going to the children, teaching them how to make their lotions. I don't want to keep the information to myself only. I want them to come out and say, okay, we learned this and I can be an entrepreneur. I can do the lotion. I can do the lip balm because Selinah the Goat agree they've taught us this. Let me improve and do this. So we normally run such programs so that the kids can have their own skills or they can do more than what we are doing. We like to employ a lot of people to have our own facilities and also to have a very big farm whereby we'll have a lot of Selinah goats and employ a lot of people into our production process, whereby kids can also come visit our farms and see all the production process from the goat up until the launch. That's my wish.
How did you find a market for the products that you are selling?
It was very, very, very much interesting because I still remember getting the dot online. It was through networking, like what I'm saying to other ladies, that let's try to network. Network is so important. Go out there, ask, do research and network. So we were at the Renshaw Easter. That's where I was doing the exhibitions. That's where I found the direct. And then I started selling my product online. That's how it came about.
Thank you so much for taking the time to share a bit about yourself. And Selinah the Goat is the name of your brand, I believe.
Yes, Patricia, it is.
Thank you so much to Selinah Ntjana, founder of Selinah the Goat, a beauty product brand made from goat's milk. And that's a wrap. Remember to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platforms. From me, Patricia Tembo, our technical producer, Megan van der Vent, and the rest of #Team Food for Mzansi, thank you for listening.
Life in South Africa can be a lot. I mean, scroll through Twitter for a minute and tell me I'm wrong. Thank God for South Africans though, right? We're inspiring, and even on the bad days, we fight back with a smile. That's why I love Food for Mzansi so much. They're not ashamed to celebrate the ordinary unsung heroes who work every day to put food on our nation's tables. Go to foodformzansi.co.za and never miss an inspiring story.